Breaking the wall of unequal access to STEM careers. Darshana Joshi, Rural STEM Champions Fellowship, India.
I was born in a beautiful village in the foothills of Himalayas. Fresh air, clean water, and we grew our own food. So you see the picture of my village on the left. However, as agriculture became unsustainable in the early 90s, my family was forced to migrate to Delhi. A crowded, polluted neighborhood in Delhi could never become the home that we carried in our hearts from the Himalayas. However, this city offered me a unique life-changing opportunity, an opportunity to attain quality education that transformed a little girl with no means to a scientist with a PhD from the University of Cambridge, something that neither me nor my community could have ever dreamt of. Just like my family, more than 60% of India's population still lives in the rural areas. They are primarily dependent on farming. They are at the forefront of facing global challenges such as pandemics or climate change that is impacting their livelihoods. But those communities are least prepared to tackle these challenges. Lack of quality education and other opportunities at the grassroots is hindering a generation's innovation potential. More than 90% of our rural students barely get a chance to do any hands-on science experiment, making a STEM career practically impossible for them to pursue. At VigyanShaala, we are determined to change this because it is education that enabled me to impact the lives that I'm impacting. And we are envisioning a large tribe of change makers, grassroots innovators, who will not only innovate for their communities, but bring about solutions for a sustainable world. So with this dream was born VigyanShaala's Rural STEM Champions Fellowship. It's a program where we partner with colleges in the grassroots communities, identify their brightest and most promising young scientists. We train them with mentoring from global mentors such as yourselves. We set up research and innovation spaces in their colleges, and we also train them in science engagement so that whatever they are learning, they are sharing it out with the community twice a month. And thus, we are creating a knowledge and inspiration pipeline that is connecting the best of global science with the remotest parts of India. One student that we mentor in a year and support through financial scholarships and mentoring impacts about 150 local students in their communities. Our students have worked on some of the most interesting and inspiring research projects. One that I bring you here, they made a breath simulator with a PET bottle and a bicycle pump to demonstrate in their community how masks can be effective in preventing spread of COVID, and ran distribution drives for hand sanitizers and masks. Students who touched computer for the first time last year, February, were aspiring to be data scientists by the end of the year. Girls who were exposed to the idea of scientific experimentation were collecting data on local biodiversity, mapping over 80 moth species in her community. Diksha, pictured here, again a first-generation learner, is an aspiring ecologist. So far, we have set up about 3 community labs that are impacting around 1,500 plus local students. My dream is to extend this model to the entire Himalayan belt, all the way from Afghanistan to Myanmar and to other parts of the world too. As expected, we faced greater resistance when it came to girls, but a surprising learning was parents trusted the local media a lot more. When we started talking about in the local media about our work, they became more open to sending their girls to our centers and the training programs. We also realized giving girls an exclusive community enhanced their participation, and thus was born the She for STEM movement, which became bigger than the original program and has impacted over 1,000 girls with 200 global mentors and is set to impact about 10,000 girls by the end of the year. We are also reaching to other countries with this program. There are millions of such dreams across the globe that need nurturing. Let's shape the future of STEM with them. Thank you.
Very impressive. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, up to the questions. Yes, please, Stanley.
Hello, quite an interesting project. I have a question around how do you monitor the impact? What are your KPIs, key performance indicators for the young girls? And how do you aim to reach 10,000 by 2023 and maintaining quality impact and making sure you observe the growth of these young girls?
Yes, so the project about the girls in STEM is now an online program that runs for about 6 months, and it has 2 stages for us. And first stage is where they come into a learning management system, and we make them engage with global role models weekly. We prepare them towards career with our masterclasses, and we also bring them career clarity through the mentoring modules with a strong element of gender that we have designed. And for every intervention, we have a pre and post intervention measurements in place. And we are also looking to do an external evaluation of the project by next year. And for reaching 10,000, we are already talking to the government organizations. So the National Department of Science and Technology and Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, they've been supporting us. And through their things, we are reaching to the state ministries, and we are going to do 3 state pilots with very, very in-depth monitoring by an external evaluation agency. So that's a 6-month program, and so with that, we are going to reach about 10,000, and that is through these partnerships. So, and they are already that actually became bigger than the original program for us. So, yeah.
Yeah, Monica, please.
Thank you, Darshana. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you leverage the relationship with local media?
Okay. So, we did, as I said, we train our local students to do science communication in their communities, right? And parents, a lot of time, didn't even want to send their girls to our centers to do the science research projects, leave aside the science engagement with the community. So what we did, we started, Yatra means a travel, this thing. So we said VigyanShaala Yatra, like scientific temperament Yatra in Uttarakhand. And when our students went, we wrote pieces to the local media, and we shared with the local, because I am from the same region and I am a first generation learner myself. So and I can speak the local language. So the media trust me a lot more because they see me as a homegrown intellectual in that sense. So, and when they came and saw our presentations, we invited them to our activities. When we launched the next cohort of students, they came in. So then they started trusting us. So writing in local languages, in the local media, local TV and all, every time we did, we released a press release. And that's how it became very, very useful for winning the trust of parents for us.
Thank you so much, Darshana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.